up, y'all. Listen, if you are in one of these places, these towns and cities that's, having issues with bad people like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, if these people are putting you or your family in jeopardy and you're fearing for your safety and your lives, don't hesitate to protect yourself and defend yourself. In the Constitution, your Bill of Rights, all that stuff, there's certain inalienable rights that we as United States citizens have. Use those rights. You know what I mean? It's that simple. We've got to vote for Trump, man, like our life depended on it. If you ever look at all these cities that are all jacked up because of rioters and looters, and we're not going to use the word protesters because they're not protesters. They steal, they kill, they destroy, they maim. They are what they are. They're terrorists. Domestic terrorists. They're fascist as well because, they demand people believe a certain way. And if you go against the grain, so to speak, they'll try to dox you. They'll try to get you to lose your job, try to kill you, destroy your business, destroy your life, all that. They bring violence as a response to dissent, to a differing opinion. They're fascist, plain and simple. Every bit of the definition, that's what they are. But it's always Democrat-ran cities that are like that right now. You know what I mean? Look at Portland. That place has been rioting for like over 80 days now. Democrat ran. New York, Democrat. You got all these places going insane, and these district attorneys are refusing to press charges against these people. It's absurd. Dereliction of duty. That's all it is. All these people need voted out. If you look at a lot of conservative ran places, Republican leadership, you're going to see law and order intact. You're not going to see this stuff. You're not going to see criminals being held up on a pedestal. Because that's what they're doing in these places. They're taking these criminals that are killing people, innocent people that have done nothing wrong except for having a different opinion. They're destroying businesses that people have worked their whole entire lives to build up and poured everything they had into it, destroyed for no reason, And these people are saying, oh, it's okay, it's reparations. They've got insurance, it's all right. No, a lot of these small businesses, they're not covered under insurance for assholes breaking into their stuff. It's not covered, These people are out all that money, and businesses are going broke. You know what I mean? They're filing bankruptcy. They're closing shop, closing the doors up. You've got people that rely on those businesses, not just as a service perspective, but as employment. There's people that are working at these businesses, supporting their family, putting food on the table for their kids, but some dickheads out there destroying it all, on account of what? Payment for something that you don't deserve? Payment for something that happened to somebody, some people with your skin color over 100 years ago that you know nothing about, but you feel entitled to receive payment for somebody else's problems that they incurred. You know what I mean? Like slavery. Nobody is going to say, no, let me rephrase. No good person is going to be like, yeah, slavery is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, we should bring that shit back. No. Nobody's calling for that. Nobody's saying, oh, well, you're black, you're a piece of shit. No. You've got affirmative action, which in my opinion hurts black people because, if you got a lower score than what's necessary to go to a certain college and a certain course study, that person's going to get in with a lower test score than what's necessary for everybody else. Generally, they end up failing or they drop out because they can't do it. They don't have the mental fortitude to go into that class, and then they end up with a whole bunch of student loan debt. It's happened more times than I can count. That hurts black people, Absentee fathers. Why don't we make, glorification of being a good dad, being there for your kids, raising your kids correctly with good morals and values, put a good moral compass into that child instead of glorifying, I'll just pay child support and that's me being a dad. No, it's a deadbeat father. That's you being a piece of crap, You don't raise a kid with dollar bills. You raise them with love, knowledge, stuff like that. Like, with my kid, he's almost 2. He'll be 2 in like a month. But you know what? Even after working however many hours I work in a day, I'm filthy, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home and relax. But you know what? I take the time to raise my kid the right way. Because I know anything less is going to be failing him. He deserves better than that. Children are innocent. They deserve a good mother and a good father. But kids need discipline. They need guidance. You can't just sit there and let your kid loose to do whatever they want and expect that kid to grow up correctly, to be a functioning, contributing member of society. Is setting them up for failure, Stop glorifying music, talking about shooting people, selling drugs, fuck the police, and all the other stuff that they love to sing. You know what I mean? Like, you're glorifying that stuff. People look up to that stuff. That's, something to aspire to. But in all actuality, by doing these things, you're causing problems in that community. There's no community of any person or any people of any skin color that have those shitty morals and values placed in there, and that it works in a good way. You know what I mean? You're going to end up with shootings. You're going to end up with selling drugs. You're going to end up with, a whole bunch of single-parent households with no dads involved. They're too busy selling drugs in and out of prison. Like, you have a problem when, like 13% or 12%, or it's a very small percentage of the population in the United States that's black. But they commit over 50% of all crimes. That's not racist. There's not a problem with that. It's a statistic. It's a fact. You know what I mean? It's the truth. Facts do not care about your feelings. They really don't. Facts are not racist. Facts are not assholes. Facts are facts. It's the only thing that we can reliably count on and know that's honest. You know what I mean? It's unbiased. It doesn't care what your beliefs are. It doesn't care what color your skin is. It doesn't. It's a fact. So if you have all these contributing factors, and you're seeing destruction in the black community, you're seeing kids, generational poverty, just relying on food stamps and welfare. And there's white people out there that do it. There's, it's not... All these liberals and Democrats want to break everything down to skin color as a base. Just a straight baseline skin color. That's idiotic. It's small-minded. It's weak-minded. It's just stupid and ignorant all around. If somebody's an asshole, it's not because they're black or white or Hispanic. It's because that person's an asshole. It's their behavior that makes them that way. If you have a vast majority of a certain population committing a whole bunch of crimes, it's not because cops are running around being like, oh, that guy's black, let's arrest him. No, it's because you have bad morals and values. You've raised your children the wrong way. You only have moms in the household, If you set a kid up for failure, it's so much harder for that kid to succeed or get anywhere in life. But Democrats and liberals want to chalk it all up to racist, systematic racism. Institutional racism. That's all you hear is racism, racism, racism everywhere. White people are evil. Like, I've seen videos of people in Black Lives Matter that are saying white people need to die, white people are evil, white people are the root of all our problems and all this other shit. But you know what? Ultimately, think about that. You're setting yourself and your people up for failure. Basically saying that your community is so stupid and so weak that a whole other group of people are holding you down, that you are too weak and too stupid and too feeble to get up on your own 2 feet and do shit, you know? Bullshit. Grow a set of balls, grow a backbone, grow some morals and values, put those into your heart, into your brain, get off your ass, and get a job. If you have a job and you're not making ends meet, get a better job. Make more money. There's no excuse in the world, and I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, well, you know, I'm black and I'm oppressed and I can't get a job. No. We had a black president. Granted, he was a piece of shit president. He did a lot of bad things. Crime went up, mass deportation, wars, all that other stuff, you know? Typical Democrat. It just boggles my mind, man. Like, for me, the truth is so plainly obvious and wide open and irrefutable. You know, I'm a numbers person. I rely on facts and statistics to grow my opinion and my beliefs on things, you know? I believe in common sense. So, when I see a small percentage of a group of people, and I see contributing factors like glorification of the wrong things. It says in our mission statement, destruction of the nuclear family. Like, that should tell you everything, you know? Burning Bibles, all this other stuff. How do I want to word this? Like, you can't have those things and be successful as a community, you know? It's impossible. You're setting your entire community up to fail. And then you want to blame the white man. You want to blame the evil white double. You know what I mean? Like, we're not oppressing you. There's no person in the United States of America right now that is oppressed. If you're targeted by law enforcement, you know what I mean? Stop looking sketchy. Stop doing sketchy shit. Stop breaking the law. If you're doing 20 mile an hour over the speed limit, or, you know, you're somewhere that you shouldn't be, or you're screaming at the top of your lungs being disrespectful as hell, or, you know, you got a gun, or you're selling drugs, you know what I mean, and you get arrested, it's not because you're black. It's not because that cop's racist. It's because you're breaking the law. That's what happens. White people have it happen all the time, you know what I mean? Like, we've had the opiate destroy countless neighborhoods. Where I live in Steubenville, Ohio, it is a hot mess. In the apartment I live in, 3 shootings in, I want to say, the last 4 months. All blacks. All committed by black people. There's gangs over here. There's drugs selling everywhere. You can go to almost any corner on the street and there's drugs being sold, you know? But we had a Democratic mayor from 1993 all the way up to 2018. So we've only had a Republican in it for like not even a full 2 years. So I'm hoping things will change. But when I was getting high and out messing shit up and destroying things and breaking the law like a hoodlum, you know, all the drug dealers that I bought from, they were black. All the people that I had seen, you know, with single parents and shit, 95% of them, black. Every time I heard a loud ass radio bumping, driving down the road, and I heard fuck the police or slinging dope or, you know, cooking crack or anything like that, it was a black driver, you know? Even with kids in the car playing shit like that. What do you think those kids are going to grow up to do? Like, as a child, your hero is always one of your parents, you know? You look up to your parents. Your parents do no wrong in your eye. Whatever bad habits that you do or whatever bad decisions you make, your children pick up on those things. They emulate those things. They think those things are correct, that they're right, that they're good, you know? They look up to them. Stop doing the stupid shit, you know? Focus on the actual problems in any community and you'll fix them. But when you take the problems, the actual root of your problems as a community in a whole, and you just completely and blatantly ignore every single one of those problems and just blame it on other people, and you still keep doing the same stuff, your community is going to go nowhere except continue down, sinking like a rock. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why all these companies are leaving these places. You know, you got Black Lives Matter, that one chick saying, oh, don't worry about looting. These companies got insurance. This is a form of reparations. No, get a job. Get a job. I'll spend the rest of my life in prison before I pay any single person of any skin color any form of reparations. I refuse to do it. I've done nobody wrong. My family has done nobody. Harmed nobody. And I'll be damned if I have to pay somebody money on account of the skin color of my skin, you know? There's no way. That's ridiculous. That's basing everything about me and punishing me because of my skin color. I don't do that to anybody else, so I'm not going to have it done to me. And the people that's calling for that are the ones that yelling, racism, racism everywhere, America's racist, all this other shit. You know? Like, America's not a bad place. That's why you have people from almost every single country, every religion, every walk of life, desperately trying to get here. You know? They know it's not bullshit. They know it's not this horrible, racist, crappy country, or else they wouldn't be coming here. They wouldn't have the opportunities. It's one of the only places on earth that a person that can't even afford to have a place with a toilet or running water can come here, build a life, and become whatever they want. You know? It's the land of the free. It's called that for a reason. But these people, man, they want to keep saying, oh, it's a racist, America's garbage, bad people, white man, evil. If you're one of those people, you're an idiot. Go ahead and take your stupid shit, your stupid ideas, go somewhere like China or North Korea. You know what I mean? Go there. Somewhere like Sierra Leone. Somewhere where there's dictators, authoritarian. Go there and spout your stupid shit and see how far that gets you. I guarantee you is shot, tortured, jailed for life, whatever. You know? That doesn't happen here. You hear these stupid people talking about, oh, Trump's gonna kill us all, and oh, no, you're an idiot. You're flat out, you're an idiot. You are putting a situation out there that has a 0% chance of happening. Not in a million years would that happen to you. But you put it out there because you're an idiot. You know? You have no common sense. Anyway, tell me what y'all think, man. Like, there cannot possibly be that many stupid people out there that's that stupid. Like, a percentage of the actual population in the United States. A very small, fringe amount. That's the max that I can picture. Just entitled, whiny, sniveling kids. You know? Anyway, like, subscribe, you know what I mean? Tell me what you think. Appreciate anybody watching this, man, sincerely. Y'all have a good one.